Da, 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 da. Win, 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 win. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh! Welcome back, everybody. I didn't expect the fight song to happen at the top of this pod, but however we get started is good enough for me. It's Dr. Flo back, not telling you what I heard, what I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable. You're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. And it is Skull Vikings Day. We won the game against the Bengals, right?
Yes, 48-10, baby.
I'm thrilled to be here. Y'all know that we in our network encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to follow their bliss by using their time, talent, and treasure in the world to do their wholeness in their own ways. And we do a 7-day chakra aligned framework with 10 unique reflection questions in order to power us through the week. However, before I do the questions, I would love to have the lovely lady sitting across from me to introduce herself.
Yes. I'm Tara Priolo. I am your resident Black biracial multi-passionate musician. I talk about the issue that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Yeah. We're in root chakra.
Not only are we in root chakra, but we're also doing our healing and restoration 4-week cycle. And it's week 39, which is all about love in the face of conflict and the ways in which we learn to handle conflict lovingly. And there's not a single person on the planet, myself included, that does not engage conflict and have conflict show up in your life as a challenge. And hopefully today's questions as it relates to the root chakra, which is all about safety, stability, and belonging, will help you find a sense of peace in your path, no matter who you encounter along the journey. Question number 1. In the moments of conflict that you have, do you feel more unsafe physically, emotionally, or socially, and why? What early experiences shape the way that you respond to conflict today? What early experiences shape the ways that you respond to conflict today? How do you ground yourself when arguments or disagreements escalate? Do you believe that conflict threatens your security, or can it threaten your foundation?
Strengthen. You said threaten.
What?
You said threaten instead of strengthen, and that's a totally different connotation.
Did I say threaten twice?
Yeah.
Do you believe that conflict threatens your security, or that it can strengthen your foundation? What rituals or practices help you feel safe enough to enter difficult conversations? How do you distinguish between real danger and perceived threat in a disagreement? Who in your life models a grounded and steady presence during conflict? What bodily sensations tell you that you're being pulled into a fight or flight reaction? How can you remind yourself that belonging is possible even after conflict? And the last question is, what daily habits can strengthen your sense of stability before conflict arises? Did you want to answer one or a few of those questions before we get out of here?
I'll answer the first one because I thought that was interesting. Which was, in moments of conflict, do I feel more unsafe physically, emotionally, or socially, and why? Definitely emotionally, but it manifests physically. Like, this is so bad, but this dog just did this weekend. Like when a dog is excited or when a dog is scared, any animal really, they like shake. They're like, yeah, that's what happens in my body, but it is from the emotional lack of safety, or that my feelings are going to be ignored, or that I need to just get over it and change my feelings, and that manifests physically. There was one
I
other
love
one.
what early experiences shape the way I respond to conflict. I shut down because my father was so loud and aggressive and at times mean-spirited. There was no point in arguing with a person who wanted to escalate the situation to all get out. So I just have learned in my life to shut down. It's not necessarily the best practice to have, but I often will err on the side of caution and silence as opposed to getting into a screaming match or yelling match or in heavy physical combat, even with someone. It's not worth it to me. I'd rather just walk away than be in deep conflict.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, how can I remind myself that belonging is possible even after conflict? I think Love and Action Network / Dr. Flo and I's relationship is like such a great demonstration of that. And several other, I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday, that like they were asking how I felt about just like random tags on the internet. And I was like, I don't know that I really care anymore. I feel like I used to care a lot more than I care now. Like, I don't care if I'm tagged or not tagged or like named or not named. But that is because of like, I think it is a large facet of my brand at this point that there is always an olive branch. There's always a way for people to come back into relationship with me, and I vice versa. Like, and not in like a proving energy or a correct energy, but rather a like, let's work through this energy because we've decided we care enough about each other to continue this road. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. What daily habits can strengthen my sense of stability before conflict arises? Not what daily habits can threaten my sense of stability before conflict arises. Um, Meditation, mantras, juicy podcasts like the Michael Singer podcast, and listening to the teachings of Tara Brach or Jack Cornfield. These are people that I really admire. Louise Hay, Dr. Wayne Dyer. These are people that I can reach for that are going to give me a positive word of inspiration and allow me to see a path through the clearing, if you will. Well,
Yeah.
folks, I think it's going to be a great week. Once again, the theme of this week is going to be love in the face of conflict and learning ways to handle that conflict in a passionate way. It is once again part of Healing and Restoration Month, or 4-week cycles that we're doing this year in our 7-day Pillar Challenge Chakra Aligned framework for hope and healing. We're so thankful for you checking out our work at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. And we're so grateful for our peer support groups. We've been having amazing conversations and really being inspired. And also, people tell us that we are inspiring to them in that space. So you're more than welcome to stop by at 11 a.m. daily and also check out all of our event calendar and box office on the website. On behalf of all of us here in leadership, thank you for watching today. Very, very busy day for all of us, and we got to move on down the road. However, on behalf of Terra Parolo Studio, Poppy Water 33, and myself, Andre in the Flow, we invite you as always to stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and we will see you around our fantastic and vibrant network. Have a great week, everybody. Stay brilliant.